Hey everybody, welcome back to Big Ambitions. Hope we're having a sweet day today. We're gonna finalize the setup for our clothing section for our big store. We're also, maybe not this video, but I'm also gonna add cigars around the outsides near the front too. So we'll end up selling almost every product in the store. So for this, we have, let me just show you where we are so far in case you need a recap. We have all expensive clothing done. All 8 racks are done with expensive clothing. And as you can see, they are stocked on the shelves, so to speak. And so the only thing that's left now is to get going on most of the cheaper stuff. So what we're doing now is I need to add a few more for the modern cheap clothing. So that's where this is going to be. Modern cheap clothing male and modern cheap clothing male. That should tick me over the box on that. And then all we need now is modern cheap females. All right, so let's go in and we're just going to pull this over here, I guess, because I already grabbed it. I didn't mean to, but like I did it already. So modern cheap, or is it modern? Yeah, it's modern cheap female right here. So modern cheap female clothing. Nope, apparently not. Modern cheap female clothing. Modern cheap. I must have clicked the wrong button. Yeah, all right. So that gets us to our 75 capacity. So the only thing that's left now is classic cheap, right? And we don't have enough racks for that. We're still going to need a couple more, but we're going to do the best we can here. And the thing is, with these, I can place them anytime, right? They're not going to be in stock right now anyway, so I can place these later. So I'm going to run out here because we still have business day left. And I need to take care of some things. Now, I taxied over here because I didn't want to drive without you guys, right? I said I wouldn't drive off camera until, you know, and so I taxied over so I didn't have to drive. But the thing about taxiing, I had somebody mention, like, why don't you just taxi everywhere? The thing is, you have to find a taxi cab, and those aren't always going to show up, not right away. I mean, you'll always find one, but it takes time. And so the other solution is to go to the metro. There's a taxi. Is to go to the metro, and so we could do that too, but it's a really poor substitute. Using taxi cabs in the metro is a really poor substitute for getting your own vehicle. It just simply is. So one of the things I want to do in this video too is I need to spend money. So I want to go to 3rd Street, I guess. Maybe we'll hop over it like this. We need to spend money so that the bank doesn't take a whole bunch in negative interest. So in this video and the next video, we're going to be spending as much cash as we possibly can so that we can, reduce our bank account, basically. So might as well take the taxi if we're going to do that, right? And we're going to go over now to the general U.S. trucks today. Now, I do not need this. Hang on. Also wanted to get myself a purchasing agent, which I just did. Hire the candidate. Good. Excellent. I would like to now try this. We need to bring some more stuff out. So I want to have, because we need to spend money. So I'm going to say at priorities at 10 o'clock, I want you to deliver. Are you the same as the wine shelves? I'm going to assume it's the same as the wine shelves. You know what? Let's do 4 for now. Maybe they're 20 each, you know? Maybe they can serve 20 each. I don't know. If that's the case, then we're good with 4 cigar shelves. We also want to get 1. I'm trying to do my math here. I need, I think, just 2 more racks. It might be 4, like 2 on each side. I think I need 2 more clothing racks, so we'll do that. I want to have a couple more shelves and then a load more pallets because we're going to have a lot more businesses eventually anyway. And remember, I'm spending money. So 10 more pallets to be delivered to me as well. And that should pretty much take care of everything I need to order from AJ's. I also want to go to ICA. We're going to order from their catalog too. And the other thing I want to do in this video is I want to decorate my apartment a little bit too. Right? Spend some money really making things nice. So it's the place on 4th Street. And we'll have stuff delivered tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. on that place too. And we're going to do some renovations to the kitchen. So we'll do corner, left, right, and drawer, and then also door. And let's do maybe like, yeah, two with drawers. So we're going to do a kitchen renovation, and then I also want to get maybe like a floor lamp. 2 of those will be fine. Get another square plant here. We're going to want... let's get 3 of these pictures. We'll grab one of these carpets. We'll grab a wardrobe, grab a table, and then we'll grab 4 chairs. Okay, can't have the chairs. Let's ditch the carpet so I can get my chairs. All right, so Ica is going to deliver that to me tomorrow morning too. They're going to be able to renovate things like that. City Workforce found me the purchasing agent. That's good. Anderson, you guys are going to find me a whole bunch of customer service agents. And for now, I'm going to say priorities, but they're all going to get changed anyway. So you're going to find me a whole bunch of people in a short amount of time. Yep. Find them all real quick because I need to, money. And I think that's about it for now. All right. So we're in general U.S. trucks. Okay. In here, we can buy bigger trucks. Now, we have no need for this. I want to make sure people who are watching, who are like playing and following along, and like whether you're learning from me or not, I don't know. Just know you do not need these large trucks until you go to your logistics manager and you find that you cannot add a new business. Okay? So right now we can have up to 8 destinations. We only have 5 destinations. So we can do 3 more businesses regardless of their size and scale with just these vans. We do not need the large trucks. However, I'm going to buy them because it reduces my bank account for Monday when it's going to take over and, charge me a bunch of money. And you know what? I'm going to buy the blue one. I'm going to buy a blue one. Kind of changing colors there a little bit, wasn't it? And I'm trying to get as little money in my bank account as I can get, all right? Now, I kind of want that taxi. Taxi! Actually, you know what? No, let's drive the truck over there. Although, wait, does our agreement with the whole key thing, does that count with the big truck too? I don't know why it wouldn't, but this thing is a lot harder to drive. So, it might be the death of me. All right, so we're gonna cheat a little bit, extra wide turns. Oh, got it. All right, so now I'm hoping we have a good parking spot, and it looks like it's gonna give me this spot. So I'm gonna slide my big truck right through here. Might need to pay a little bit for illegal parking, but I need to get out of the way. Wait, that was legal. Good. I need to get in here and pull one of the vans out. So we'll start with, I guess, this one. UMC Desert. Pull one of these vans out of here. All right. And we'll just park it here for now, I guess. No big deal. All right. Then we're going to come back over to my truck that I bought. My big truck here. And I need to... Oh, boy. I worry that this isn't going to work because there's going to be somebody behind me. Oh, come on, come on. Got it. All right. Pull ourselves into this bay. Nice and easy. Now, there's a little bit of a glitch in the game. It's not me hitting things. There's a little bit of a glitch in the game where it kind of just lifts you up, even though you're perfectly centered, and then it recenters you. So it's kind of a weird thing. It's not quite ironed out, but it's fine. So there's no way to avoid that right now. I've tried over and over again. I can't avoid that. So anyway, that truck is now in that position. Now, if I go back over to Char Inc. and go to the logistics manager, you're going to see that we can now deliver up to 12 destinations. And that's because each of these big trucks can do 8, while these vans can only do a maximum of 4 when your logistics agent is at 100% skill. So when we replace both of the trucks, whoo, that was close. When we replace both of the trucks, we'll be able to handle up to 16 destinations. All right, asshole. Get out of here. I'm going to park this van at Ica. And the reason for doing that is so that if I ever want anything again from Ica, what I can do now is I can just take a taxi to Ica, get the stuff I want, and there's already a vehicle ready for me to load right there, ready to rock. Taxi! Taxi, please help me. You're closed, aren't you? Yeah, you're closed until tomorrow morning. Okay. So we've already ordered everything we need for priorities. We've ordered everything for our apartment. That all arrives tomorrow morning. Is there anything else that I need right now? Anderson is still open for 3 hours. I could actually just go get the clothing racks now. Yeah, I could do that. I could get the clothing racks now. Let's do that. Because if I get those clothing racks now, then I can get everything in stock for tomorrow. That makes things much faster, actually. We'll take this hand cart, and we're just going to grab 1, 2... I really genuinely forget how many racks I'm short. So I'm going to go with 4 full racks. I can always sell the extras. All right, so we got this hand truck. Taxi! I would like to load my stuff inside your car. And we're going to head all the way over to here now, okay? Now, what this does is it saves you a lot of time in the real world, right? Using a taxi cab will save you a lot of real world time. But, again, I still think it's a poor substitute for having your own vehicle just because you have to find the taxi, you have to hope that it's actually there, and you have to pay. Like, that's $68 for me to just come over here, which I get it. When you have as much money as a god in this game, which is kind of how this game works. When you have that much money, then it doesn't really matter, I guess. That's true, but yeah. Anyway, so we're gonna set these racks up now. I can space them out just a little bit more here. I've built this, sort of just designed this back area in such a manner that I have flexibility in placing things how I want. So we go in and do about like this. That should be all I need for classic cheap male clothing. So we're going to tap that button there. Then we're going to come over like this, place one of these racks. We're going to assign this to classic cheap female clothing. And now that we have 2 of those racks in the store, I can then come over to Char Inc. And they're right here, ready to go. So I can put, let's say, 1,000 of each of these in here too, okay? And that's kind of it. I think bottles of wine are maybe a little light. We'll go 900 here. Cheap gifts, we'll bump that up to 900. Expensive gifts, we'll bump that up to 900. Cheap jewelry, let's bump that up to, let's go 700 on that. That's fine. Expensive jewelry will jump up to 400 on that. Soda's fine the way it is. Everything else is fine the way it is. And eventually we'll have cigars being sold here too. All right, now what we want to do is undefine these racks for now. And then recheck it. Now that we've had those, we have access to getting them into the logistics. We can unassign the racks and they're still going to get delivered. Okay. All right, so next is getting the rest of these racks. I think I have enough, I'm hoping. And then when they deliver it tomorrow, all these clothing racks, I guess I'll just, I can just say, okay, I don't need them, and then sell them. Whatever. They're not that expensive, so I don't really care. Let's go like this. Manage clothing rack. I think I already have too many. Yeah, the full delivery of clothing racks tomorrow is going to be a waste, I think. So this is 6, 8. Not really lined up too well though, are they? I could do it more like this. Let's do it like that. And then on this side, we'll do the same thing. We'll say that you are spaced like this. And then we grab this rack and go like that and like this. So we bought 2 extras that we didn't need to buy. So we'll sell these 2 for $245. We're only losing like what? $200 on these. A little bit over $200 on these. No big deal. But now everything is set up and ready to rock, right? We have everything we want in here now. And all that's left now is to get the data rollover so that we have stuff in stock. And then we can set it and forget it. And then I'll place cigar racks on the, over here like this. And then over here in these empty sections over here will be where the cigars are. Yeah, basically. Okay, cool. City workforce is finding me purchase agents. I've already hired one, so that purchasing agent should be getting trained. We'll make sure that you have HQ, and I'm just going to train you now. I'm also going to want to get you assigned to one of our HR managers. You get automatic training as well. Okay, so here we are. Still waiting for a cab. No cab yet. And it gets to the point now where if I head this way, I'm close enough to the metro to where even if a cab shows up, I'll probably just take the metro because it's just as fast. It's whatever. Yeah, maybe it's not just as fast, but it's, you know, it's right here. It's an insult to not take the cab, to not take the metro at this point. Because it's just down the road from where I live anyway. So go here. Although I don't know where my car, I left my car, didn't I? It's okay, we'll take a cab in the morning. That's no big deal. That's the old appliance store, right? And then, oh, wait, this is the wrong apartment. All right, hang on, stop. Stop. I took the cab to the wrong apartment. You know, I want, okay, apparently that taxi has a fare because it's not stopping. There we go. I want to get back to my car. Where is it? This is my house? What? Wait a minute. My car is at my house. I'm on 4th Street. Oh, I thought that was 5th Street. Oh, no. I'm good. I don't need a cab. Get out of here. I'm on 4th Street already. I don't need that. I'm one block away. I'm paying for a cab to go 1 block. Ain't need to do that. All right, so it's 2 a.m. and what I'd like to do now, I'm just gonna take my car over to do it really quick. I need to switch over the store, okay? So because it's 2 a.m. and this is a 24-hour business, I think I took the wrong turn. I did. Nope, I didn't right here. Since this is a 24-hour business, I want to do this as fast as I can. So we're gonna just hop in here real quick. We're going to go to priorities, and we're going to do a couple of things. First, we need to change all this stuff to classic cheap because it's now in stock, right? We just got the deliveries. So everything can now be in stock, and this is, I hope that they improve the UI experience in the game a little bit, because when you get a lot of stuff close together, not only do you have like hover windows overlapping each other, but you also have click-through problems where you click your interface and it actually clicks the thing underneath the button you're doing. And that's typically a problem sometimes too for me. Like, you have to kind of move your camera. I'm not entirely sure how they change it other than maybe making them a little more sticky. I think what would be a good, if it was up to me, here's what I would do. I would give us the ability to make all windows sticky by just holding control as a nice little like menu, right? So like if I held control while a window was open, it would stay open, and that would be the dominant window until I release control. I think that's a perfect way to balance it out. That way, if I find the thing I want, I can hit control, I can move around, maybe I can even move around, and as long as I'm holding control, that window would still be open right now. Like I would still have it, and then I release control and it goes away. That's how I would do it. But I mean, I don't know how difficult that kind of thing would be, or whether other people would even use it, right? But I think that's a good compromise to everything. Okay, so everything's in stock. Real quick, go to priorities. You can see 75 is the limit. Okay, cool. Yesterday, with this business, we made, let's see, we made 102,000 from 113,000 before, okay? Now, we didn't have a full day. In that case, we didn't really have a full day of having all the clothes in stock. So I will allow it to go 1 day to get sort of a baseline on how much money this makes while it's still considered to be a jewelry store. Then we will switch it to being a clothing store. And all we're going to do is change its classification. That's the only thing we're doing. I'm just sliding all over the place. So we're not doing anything else with it. And, well, I guess we'll have the cigars and stuff too, but I don't have to do those right away. Ooh, here we go. Perfect. All right, we're going to go ahead and sleep so I have energy to renovate my apartment today. So we'll say, yep, 9:54. Right before the delivery happens. We'll get a quick bite to eat and we'll go out and get it. There's our delivery. And, oh, I don't have a hand cart. Hey, you know what? Somebody recommended. A good idea. I never thought of this. If you don't have a hand cart, just go to anyone's business. Just steal a hand cart from another business. Here you go. Ta-da! Thanks. Oh no, come back. He stole a thief. Police, please help us. He stole our precious hand cart. Okay, so let's get standard table and 4 chairs. We're gonna have to only bring 3 chairs at a time, but that's fine. And we'll start with the table. We're gonna put this right behind. Yeah, we can space it out a little bit from the window. That's fine. We'll get the chairs placed as well, like that. We'll get the, yeah, again, I still want a bulk selection tool. Would be very, very helpful here with this type of thing. It was kind of the same way with, honestly, yeah, it was kind of the same way with Startup Company, wasn't it? At least I don't remember how it was in the later days of it, but in the early days, it was the same thing, you know, by the same developer. It's like, there's just no way to do bulk selections. Like, you have to do everything one at a time. I think, if I remember, maybe I don't remember correctly, but I thought I remember Startup Company having changed that in a way to where you could do bulk selections from that. But I don't actually remember if that happened or not. Let's place a lamp. Place a lamp in the corner back there. Wardrobe. We'll put that in the bedroom, and I could set it up against this wall. That's probably fine. And also, it's just, I don't want this ugly color wood. Can I change it? Thank you. Let's do white handles, but we'll make it black like that. There we go. And then just let's close that up. Yep. Okay. And then chairs. We'll come back and design all these things and stuff later, but for now, I just need to get it off the palette. And granted, this is doing nothing for me in terms of my happiness or whatever, right? My character's happiness is not being improved by this process. But my happiness as a player is being improved, and that's really what's most important, right? Okay, I want to make an island. So this is going to be like an open floor plan sort of setup. We're going to have a living room, dining room, kitchen, kind of all in this area. So I'm going to make like an island right here, and this looks like the edge on this side. So we'll say something like this. Maybe there. Trying to figure out how much room I actually want to have here. Then we do the one with the drawers. Yep. Cabinet with doors will go along the wall behind it like that. And then we have a right end cabinet, which is going to go right where I'm standing. So I need to move. All right. So there is that. Like that. So that's kind of like our island setup. And we'll tweak it with the colors and all that stuff too. All right, so let's go back out, get more furniture. We have another cabinet with drawers, cabinet corner piece, and some extra decorative stuff. Put the painting right here. People can see it as they come in. That's good. Then we have the cabinet corner. That's going to eventually go over on like so. Yeah, you know, I almost feel like this island is going to turn into a peninsula. Or it could wrap around and then have the counter go this. I don't know. I don't know. We'll just have it be like this for now. That'll be the end. All right. Got another potted plant. We'll probably place this. I think we'll place it in this corner right here. This thing is going to move to be in here. Like a dedicated gaming room, okay? Because we don't have bathrooms, so we're going to do a dedicated gaming room there. Then we have the cabinet with drawers. That's going to go in here too. Okay, so now we've got, I think, pretty much everything that I wanted. We're going to move the stove to be here. Okay. We're going to move this to be on the edge. I kind of want you to actually be here. Like that. And we have lots of different drawers and cupboards and all that stuff. And actually, I'm going to move this over. So what I actually did this intentionally. And I'm trying to role play this as best as I can, okay? I did this intentionally. So we have the drawers that pop out next to the stove. And then this is a door. And this is where our sink is going to be, which we don't have a sink. But we'll have a coffee machine where the sink is. Okay. There we go. And then we have the refrigerator, which I'm going to put on the end. I normally wouldn't probably put it sticking on the end like this. But it needs to be close to the bed so that I can sleep and then I just go get it and then out the door. I don't want to have to go that little extra distance to get it. Otherwise, I probably would do that. All right, so we're going to slam this stuff up kind of against the edge a little bit there like that. And then the plant can go actually next to that. That's probably better. Okay. So that's good. As far as interior design goes, we need to spend some money on that too. So I'm going to say the most expensive marble floor we've ever did see. Probably not that expensive, but for an apartment this size, $21,000. Done. But wait, there's more. In our dedicated gaming room, we're going to do something else. First off, the Scorpio gaming setup, bit plain Jane looking, okay? We're going to right click this. And I'm going to change it to some custom colors. I'm thinking we change the... Like, I like that blue, but I kind of want the seat to be blue. So maybe we change this to an off black instead. And then we change the seat to be blue. That looks pretty good. If I can get it on camera, that looks pretty good. Yeah. See how this shows us through the exterior wall? I wish the interior walls would do the same thing. You know, so that I could see it, but only situationally. Like whatever walls in front of the camera, like The Sims or The Tenants or any other game where you can build things on the inside. Just hide it when it's in front of the camera. All right, so we'll do that, and then I want to have a room that kind of matches that a little bit. So we're kind of going with this old blue and black theme, and I kind of dig that too. So we're gonna change the walls in here, be this darker color like this. All the way around. That looks good. And then the floor, I didn't really want it to be the exact same color, but it does kind of work. The idea is to just make this be this sort of darker, more private sort of room that we can game in. That's the only idea behind this. I don't really want the blue and gray. I was looking for a slightly different color. That could work, I suppose. But I just don't want it to be monotone like this. So maybe we will go with for the walls. Is this better? Do something like this instead. Not really. I liked it better the other way. Still no, like, another way to improve it would be holding shift and just clicking in the wall and having the whole wall at that point get painted. That'd be probably nicer too. Let's do a black floor here. And it's the same kind of off black, dark gray, if you will, that we have for the gaming setup as it is. So that works too. So now we've got a dedicated gaming area, right? And inside that dedicated gaming area, we're going to move the speakers. And I want to have some speakers, like maybe behind me. So we'll have like this surround sound sort of setup. Now, I know that this thing, you sit in the chair, you have this big curved monitor in front of you, probably going to have headphones on and stuff. But if I can cause some rumbling to happen behind me, now that seems like it's worth it. So we'll do that too. So that does take away the speakers from my entertainment setup. But we're going to replace those. Oh, yes. And we're going to replace those with much better speakers, indeed. Looks like Chard is running out of paper bags. Let's take a look. And they're not out. But remind you, they're not out. They're just, there's an alert on the screen. So it's not the end of the world. You don't have to react to it right away. But we can look at what Chard wants, okay? So Chard currently is at 1,500 minimum stock. Now, why would this cause a shortage in paper bags? Well, because the cash registers take 1,000, as many have reminded me in the chat. The thing is, it doesn't matter. We're going to sell the exact same amount of product, whether the register has 1,000 bags in it or has 1 bag in it. As long as there's a single bag in that register, our business is not actually affected. So, keeping enough in stock to have both of them be completely fine, but it's not necessary to do. I'll say 2,000 just to hush the alert, even though the alert is lacking consequence. Same thing with the paper bags here. We have 3,000 for 3 registers. Fine. Lacking consequence, don't care. And we could do the same thing with restaurants and stuff too. We could, like the grift, for example. We really don't need this store to exist, honestly. We don't really need this store to exist. But see, I only keep 600 paper bags in the grift because we don't sell enough to actually go through 1,000 every day anyway. So it doesn't matter. Not to me. Okay, we're good? I think we're good. Okay, so what I want to do... Oh, there is actually 2 more things. 2 paintings. Okay. That's pretty easy to place. We'll place the paintings. Let's have one above the quote-unquote sink. And then the other... Although if I was going to have a sink, I would totally want it to be, I think, right up by the window. That'd be cool, too. The other one, I think we'll place it maybe like right there in the living room. Okay. And I lost the handcart, but who cares? Okay, 1900. What can we do at this late at night? 1900. Is there any place open that we really need to get to? I mean, the delivery over here, I suppose. There's pallet shelves for that. Yep. The truck's place is going to be closed. They'll open tomorrow morning, and I can buy another truck. I think... Is the bank... Bank is closed, yeah. So I won't be able to do... I don't think anyway. Are you going to be open on Saturdays? Yeah. So we'll have to make some investments on Saturdays and Sundays to keep ourselves from having to pay all those fees. But I can still go over to the warehouse and deliver the pallet shelves. As long as we stay out of the store, right? We want to stay... Wrong way. We want to stay out of our store. Oh, come on now. I like how auto park just never gives me that exact spot. There's something wrong with this position. I'm not sure why I can't auto park there. All right. So, like I said, as long as we stay out of the store. But I want the pallet shelves. So, if we want pallet... Sorry, I want the hand truck. So, I need to go in and get that. But other than that, we're just going to stay out of the store. So, pallet shelves, give me these. We also need to place 2 of the shelves in that room there so that we can have them as well. Clothing racks can actually get sold, and then the cigar shelf. I am interested to see what that will do for me. So let's go and do this. We're just gonna poke our head in real quick and pause and place the storage shelf in this room. Look at like all the boxes, right? We're storing a lot of stuff in here. So just gonna place a couple more storage shelves. Like that. Yep. Place it. Bring it over here. And now we have a full stock room that will always have enough capacity for everything we want to throw at it. So how much capacity does this cigar shelf give me? Go in and take a look. 10 each. So I will need 8 of them. Okay. Let's leave it undefined. And we'll go there. And the clothing rack we're just going to sell. So all of the cigar racks can now go in here, but they need to be left as undefined. We'll need 4 on each side. We don't need it on each side technically, but I want 4 on each side. And so we'll place, looks like I'm only going to be able to handle, I can do it this way. Let's do it this way. We'll go like this, and then like this, and like this. Okay, so make sure these are back to undefined. It doesn't look like it's going to let me do that and keep it. I think as soon as I leave the store, it will define them. Did you? I could have swore I changed those before. Anyway, that's it. All right, so we're getting out of the store, and now we need to deliver those pallet shelves. Oh. Deliver the pallet shelves to the warehouse. Taking risks. Oh boy. Taking risks. I need to go this way. Okay. So we'll head through here. And I want to say it's this road. I'm not entirely lost. I want to say it was this street. It probably is one more over. Oh boy. Oh no! Oh, you came out of nowhere. Come on, I was driving here, man. Jeez. Okay, well, today's the day, folks. I didn't see that guy. Like, I thought it was completely clear. Damn. Well, that's the thing. The word. Okay, now here's the thing. All right, I'm gonna show you the word. I'm gonna put it on the side of the screen here in a second. I'm gonna show you the word. But the thing is, here's the thing. Don't make it obvious. All right, you got to put the code word in the comments of this video if you want to get qualified for a key. Right? That's how it works. But don't make it obvious, because like then you're gonna give it to people who didn't watch the video. The hope is that you guys will enjoy the game, because I'm just trying to do it by give it back to you guys. You guys have been great to me, and I'd like to get back to you guys. So the code word is going to appear on the screen. So what I want you to do is I want you to be creative with it. All right? Don't just leave the word, because what that does is it's going to tell everyone what the word is. All right? Just like business, the giveaway is competitive. Okay? You don't want to have to compete with more people. The less people that enter, the better the chances you win, right? So let's not tell everyone what the keyword is. Let's kind of keep it low key, if you know what I mean. So that's what you want to do. It's going to be really, really fast. And here you go. Okay, that's it. There you go. That's it. So now what I'm gonna do, fix this car so that if they're skimming, they're not gonna see any damage. All right, and they're gonna assume that I haven't crashed it yet. All right, for the people who skim. There we go. Be sneaky with it. All right, good luck to everybody. I need to go back to my apartment now, so I'm gonna drive over without cutting. It's a ruse. Gotta keep this ruse going. Honestly, that guy pulled out of nowhere, right? Wasn't it my green light? Didn't I have a green light? I could have swore I had a green light and I just turned the wrong direction because I'm a doofus. I did it again. The thing that confuses me, right, is that if I go down that road, right, one more full block over, take a left, that's my business. But take a right here, and that's my house. So I always confuse, like, do I take a left to get to my house or a right to get? I get that lost. That's it. I know where it is. It's just I get confused on where it is. Yeah, that's how it works. I totally have 2 more pallet shelves in here. That doesn't matter. So we're gonna let time go by here. Let's see how much money we make today. This is a good test to see how much money we're actually gonna make today. And I'm gonna go in and say, yeah, honestly, it's already 1 a.m. So we can actually test it. So we made 166,000. So you can see there's a stark increase between jewelry store and then jewelry store with clothing, right? 166 is what we made. That's pretty good. Okay. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna zoom ahead a little bit. Get another sample, right? I want to see if it improves, if it goes down, up, maybe it's the time of day, whatever, right? Let's get a smaller, a little bit of an extra sample and see what we make, okay? So now we're at 207,000. So this is going to be our new baseline, 207,000, okay? Now, all we're going to do for this business, we're not going to touch it. We're not going to add anything new. I'm not going to add more cigars, all that stuff, right? We're going to keep it exactly the way it is right now to get a firm line. We clearly had about 35 people. That's more than we normally get anyway, right? We have 75 capacity. Everything is awesome, okay? So all conditions being the same, we're going to change this. I have no idea why the logo is that. That's weird. But we're going to change this to, I mean, that's the logo I want to have. You know what it was? I was playing around with the save file and logos and what logo I wanted. And I think it kind of like saved it as a cache. Because that's exactly what I wanted to have the logo turn into. Okay, cool. Anyway, change it to a clothing store, right? Done. Now, a couple of things have happened just now. Okay, and you have to be careful with this. If you're going to do this yourself, there's something that happens, and you just be aware of it so that you can reset it. Okay, first, the logo, which isn't a big deal, but we can change it, and I can change it to a different color. And I don't really know, like, why I would just do that. I go, well, change it to this blue, I guess. No, I want that other color. I like that color. Like this. That's what I want. Okay. Something very important happened. Not the logo. It's go into your headquarter, and you can already see it, really. Linked businesses. The linked business is gone. Go to your logistics manager. The destination is now unassigned. When you changed your business type, it's going to change this. So you have to reset it, and then you have to reset the stocks that you want all over again. Now, I don't know why that is. I really, maybe that's intended function. If so, I propose it gets changed back to just staying the way it was and allowing me to change the business type. But maybe that's not possible on a code level or something. We'll just say 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. We're going to make sure we keep 1,000 of every bit of clothes in stock. For paper bags, let's keep the peanut gallery happy. We'll go 3,100. Haha, bazinga. We'll go to soda cans. Let's say, I don't know. Probably don't need that many of them. Let's just say 600. Why not? Honestly, we don't need that many. We have what? 5, 6? There's 20 each, right? I think they're 20 each. So we only need 4. They hold 60 each. Right, so I mean, if we keep 400 in stock, that's more than enough. Cheap jewelry, let's go with 900. I don't know. Cheap gifts, we'll go with 1,000. Expensive jewelry, 500. Expensive gifts, 600 probably. Cheap flowers, those are double the capacity per box. So let's say 1,000 on the cheap flowers and 500 on the expensive flowers. And then bottles of wine, we'll keep it at like 900. All right, so we have all these things that we're going to tell our store, hey, keep these things in stock. And the reason why I waited until that day ticked over to change it is because now I get the full day, but I also get it fully stocked already. I could have done the same thing if I had done it right before the day changeover. But again, I'm trying to get a baseline for how well things will work. Okay, so one more time, we're just going to skip through the day. I know this isn't like the most captivating gameplay, but I want to see what the changes are. So before, we had a jewelry store that happened to sell clothing, which means our target market, the target people that we were bringing in, were people that were looking for. Oh, I need to address my happiness concerns as well. There were people that were looking for jewelry, but when they got in, they said, "Oh, look at all these other things," and then they shopped around and bought other things. Right? So the core of the target is for jewelry. The bulk of the people that we're going to get are for that. When you change it to a clothing store, the same thing is happening, but now they're targeting clothing. And clothing is broken. Clothing is super powerful because what's happening is the more products that you sell in a building, the more sales you will get per customer. And since clothing has so many SKUs, right? It's got so many different products. There's 8 different products in that store. It is the most diverse store type in the game. And because of that, you sell more of each of those items, okay? So when I click start playing here, we will probably see the biggest profits we have ever seen in this game, at least so far in this series. And it's going to continue this way too. So if I go to Econoview, right now we actually didn't have that, which is surprising, but it's going to get better. 207,000 was yesterday. We had 195 today. And negative, that's, okay, a little bit of this, okay, it actually did work this way. We had negative interest rates hit us on the bank. That was, that's today though, not yesterday. Yes, that's today though. Yeah, priorities revenue was $337,000. So I imagine this is going to continue to go higher. I don't know why that wasn't higher today, but it is going to go higher. Trust me. So now what we need to do is we're going to go into priorities. We're going to look at our inventory and pricing, and we can go through all these clothes because we know that they're in high demand, and we can change them. We say 80. We can take 127. Let's make it 160. 127 is here. Cool. 160. We could even do it higher if we wanted to. Maybe we do 170 on each of these clothing. You know, who knows? Who cares, right? I don't care. At this point, we're making so much money, it doesn't matter. We have modern expensives, right? These are 132. Let's make them 200. Or no, how about 199? Because it's America. That's so the United States right here. 199.99. Wait, 169.99. We're just gonna get absurd now, aren't we? Yep, $79.99, because this will totally psychologically fool everyone into thinking that it's less than $80. Ooh, we needed to change this one too, don't we? $79.99. 62, huh? Nope. How about we do $82.99 and another $82.99. There. We set our market prices. All right, there we go. Bottles of wine, we could probably bump that up to like say 26, maybe 27. Or selling everything at market prices, right? I don't mind, I don't care, but you can do this. You can bump it up to 50 if you want to. You don't have a whole lot of competition. If you have really high demand, great. You can, equalize it out. Bring that price up. Sure. So now we can go in and say, instead of 25, maybe these are worth 30, right? Expensive gifts worth 60. How about 65? Expensive jewelry is $1,550. How about $1,700? Why not? Cheap gifts, bump it up to 30. All right. Cheap jewelry, cool. Let's do 220. We're at a brand new store now, after all, right? We're not the same store as we once were. There. So I love the 99s. Okay, so that's a new way to price things out. Let's go ahead and make sure our happiness is up. And we're also going to go ahead and get our happiness up with television here too. It's going to make us really tired. That's okay. And then we can sleep in the bed. And when we wake up, I reiterate, we should have the most profitable day in our company's history. At least we should. Unless it's broken, but it's not. $424,000 of profit just yesterday. All right. Done. Now we're making a lot of money. Go to Econoview, look at the change. Look at the difference between these two things. It takes a little bit to get in there, but once the marketing gets out, once it has a chance to mature a little bit, you start making a ridiculous amount of money compared to what it was. And I've changed nothing. I've changed absolutely nothing aside from some prices in the previous products. But the clothing itself, right? That's what's really doing it. Those price increases are definitely contributing there. But other than that, I've changed no additional offerings in the store other than changing the settings. And yeah, so this is the reason why I was avoiding clothing the entire time. It wasn't because I wasn't aware, right? I got plenty of experience in the game. It's because I wanted to show that you could have fun in this game without min-maxing the most profitable product all the time. And you could have a successful business and you can make lots of money and you can progress in the game really, really well without having to go and resort to clothing. Don't think that you have to do the thing that makes the most money every single time when you're playing this game. You don't have to do that, okay? So I want to actually do a couple of things right now. I'm going to do this off camera though, so thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I'm just going to set up cigars in the store. And I'm also going to get the pallet shelves in order and just fine-tune all the tiny little details to make sure things like Annabelle Moss, for example, has a desk, right? I'm going to do those things that still need done. But but I'll take care of those off camera. So when we come back for the next one, I'll probably have $2 million plus. We'll have this objective completed. We'll see what else Uncle Fred wants us to do, and we'll see what the next steps are from there. Okay, I appreciate you guys, and good luck. Take it easy. We'll see ya. Bye bye.